fifth year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening this evening from the reservation here on the campus of Riverdale High School, where tonight we'll have the battle of the Siegel Stars against the Riverdale Warriors here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And as we always do, here it's time for our Prentice Austin Hitting in Air pregame interviews with the coaches. And here's Brian Barrett.
All right, John, thanks. We're down with Barry Messer, the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors. And, Coach, I guess happy birthday to you, too.
Yeah, a little late. It was yesterday, but I appreciate the belated there, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about last night. You played Siegel and came away with the win. One hitter, I think, right?
It was a one hitter, and our guy, Cam Shoulder threw a heck of a game. Probably the best game I've seen him throw in a year or so. So he was just really, really good for the duration of the 7 innings. And Siegel's a really good team, and for him to kind of neutralize their offense, it kind of speaks to how good he was.
So now you have to turn around and play him tonight here at your place, and kind of. A chance to win the series if you can get one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you've been around this, you've been around long enough, and to know that these 3-game series is just, they're an animal. So, each day's got its own identity, and yesterday was good, but yesterday won't have anything to do with today. And that's a great thing about these 3-game series is the team that wins, it puts a little thirst in your mouth, but the team that loses puts a little hunger in them too. So, both teams going to come in here the same today as they were yesterday. So, like I said, we enjoyed last night, but we can't rely on what we did yesterday.
Well, tell me who we're going to see on the mound for you.
You see Jackson Pridgeon. He's senior. He's Tennessee Tech signee, so he's been really good for us. So we need him to be good tonight.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
From Barry Messer to Craig Revis of the Siegel Stars, and Coach, this is a pretty big game for your squad here tonight after last night's tough one.
Yeah, very big. If we have any designs on the trying to win a championship, this is one of the series you need to try to win. So we need to try to pull even tonight and see if we can't try to win it tomorrow night.
So what, Barry was just talking about the difference between one game and the next. You kind of you have to put that in the rearview mirror and just focus on tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously glad to get Scholler was real good last night. So we're glad that we don't have to see him again tonight. So hopefully we can get a little something better going at offensively and see what happened. We didn't really put much pressure on them last night, so we'll see if we can get some pressure on them and see if things break differently.
Hopefully we can get some better weather, but it's been cold this spring.
Yeah, it has. Last week we had a really good week with the weather. Back to the cold weather tonight, but that's sort of high school baseball. It's going to be cold some days and got to go with it.
Yeah. Well, who are we going to see you go with on the mound?
Jack Santee will go. He's our normal day 2 starter. So he's been solid every time out. So we expect him to go out there and, hold them under 4 or 5 runs and give us a chance to win.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
That's your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air pregame coaches corner. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. I know it's chilly now, but we've got some hot weather ahead. It's summertime just around the corner. So make sure you get with our friends at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep you comfortable year-round. 890-1311, PrenticeAllsup.com online. Now time to get your starting lineups tonight from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air. Back up to John.
All right, Brian, and here's a look at your starting lineups. First of all, for the Siegel Stars, Drew Hostetler will lead it off and play center field. Lane Akers will be in left field batting second. Trey Baker at second base will hit third. Will Horn will be the designated hitter batting cleanup. Jack Santee, being on the mound tonight, will also bat in the number 5 spot. Ryan Russell will be in right field batting 6th. Tristan Thornton will do the catching. He'll bat 7th. Dylan Rogers over at third base will bat 8th. Gabriel Hamrick will be at shortstop hitting 9th. And Josh Duggan will be over at first base. He is the flex player for Siegel tonight. So it's Hostetler, Akers, Baker, Horn, Santee, Russell, Thornton, Rogers, and Hamrick for the home Riverdale Warriors. By the way, Siegel is 15-7, 3-1 in the district. Riverdale 18-5, 1-0 in the district play. Caleb Jordan will lead it off and play center field. Gunnar Waldrop will be in left field batting second. Liam Goodhart will be at first base. He'll hit third. The cleanup hitter will be the catcher, Jax Nichols. Jackson Pridgeon will be on the mound. He'll bat fifth. Number 6 hitter will be Braden Leverett. He'll be in right field. Batting seventh is Bryce Messer, the second baseman. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth, Bryson Green will be a shortstop. And batting ninth is Paul Pittman, the designated hitter. And Davis Wilson will be out of the field at third base. Those are your lineups, and we'll be back with first pitch after this timeout.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. Tell us what it's like to work at a family business.
It's a lot of fun. However, it's a lot of work. Everybody has to pull their weight equally.
What do you think are some of the advantages of people doing business with a family business versus a corporate business?
We are here to answer all questions. We're responsible for scheduling jobs. We're not here to sell you material and pass you off to a list of installers.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed. You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Little Caesars Pizza in Murfreesboro. 4 locations: Memorial Boulevard, South Rutherford Boulevard, Old Ford Parkway, and Warrior Drive.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Each team knows which play will be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-900-0877 to make the winning move that can save you time and money.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner, heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
And the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, continues. It's the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, and we're going to talk about the district here in just a minute as the players are getting out on the field. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give you pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. And Brian, this is an important series for Riverdale and Siegel. It's a big matchup, and Riverdale got the best of it last night, and Siegel's hoping to rebound tonight.
Well, these right now, John, if you just look at the records of the teams in the district, District 8-4A, these are the two best teams so far. Now, this is just the first district series for Riverdale, so they'll kind of hit a streak here. But I honestly think that we're probably looking at the odds-on favorites to be 1 and 2 in the district right here tonight. And Riverdale's already gotten a leg up with a win at Siegel, so it puts the pressure on Siegel here to try to steal one on the road and see who can come out with the series victory tomorrow night. But Riverdale going with Jackson Pridgeon and Tennessee Tech signee. John, he's pitched well for them, and they got a one-hitter last night out of their number one guy. So, right now I think Siegel's looking to try to get the bats going tonight.
Well, he's got his warm-up tosses going on right now. Let's line up defensively for Riverdale. Taking the field first here. Goodhart's over at first. It's Messer at second, Green at short, and Wilson at third. Jackson Nichols will be behind the plate. And Connor Waldrop in left, Caleb Jordan in center, and Braden Leverett is over in right. And they're about ready to throw it down and get this thing started. Brian, you got it first up this time.
All right, we're on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. On FM 100.5, 101.9, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSradio.com. and also on Big G TV. If you want to see where you can watch that, head to WGNSradio.com/listen. But it's on our YouTube channel at News Radio WGNS. First pitch is in for a strike call to Drew Hostetler.
6 o'clock.
And we are 6 o'clock on the nose. They are very precise here at Riverdale. 0-1. Pitch from Pridgeon. Nip that outer corner. And it's 0-2. Very chilly night here. We've had a string of nice weather. This pitch outside last week. And then they had their Warrior Classic. They had lots of teams in from all over the country and cooked a lot of hamburgers, I hear. 1-2. Foul back this way.
600 to be exact.
I knew it was a plenty.
In our newly remodeled press box here at Riverdale.
Yeah, I had
cedar.
Yeah, it is. It's cedar. It's nice stuff. Finally, a sign that Pridgeon likes. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And it is the first strikeout on the afternoon for Jackson Pridgeon. If you are here watching a game tonight, you are a baseball fan. It is 51 degrees right now. Going to get down to 35. It'll be by 8 o'clock, 48 degrees. First pitch high and outside to Lane Akers.
If you're in that infield or outfield, this is where you want a quick worker.
The wind, John, is gusty. 1-0 outside. Gets by Nichols. During the plate conversation before the game, the umpires there, of course, they have those loose pants, and they were kind of rippling in the wind. 2-0 to Akers, and this one falls outside. And after a strikeout of Hostetler, Akers kind of in the driver's seat here with a 3-0 count. Probably going to take one here, and it's in for a strike. And the 3-1 now on the way outside, and it is a walk of Lane Akers. Some of the Riverdale defenders, actually everybody on, well, not everybody, the second baseman, third baseman, and shortstop all have those face shields on. Or
number 13.
Yeah, if you don't know them, you're not going to know them. They kind of look like Ninja Turtle kind of. What's that? Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's going back to my late childhood, I guess. The batter here is Trey Baker, second baseman for the Stars. With the runner at first, this pitch upstairs, and Akers kind of dancing around down there at first. Jackson Pridgeon's first base runner to worry about. Nichols gets in the sign. Peek back at first, and now the pitch just a bit outside.
Trying to nibble at that outside corner, and it has eluded him.
Well, he had some success with Hostetler with that, but got behind Akers with it, and now is behind 2-0 to Baker. Gets that one in on the inner half. It's 2-1. Takes a poke here at Jones Field, 360. Center field. This one lined down the right side, but foul. It's 330 down the right field line, 320 down the left field line. Beautiful ballpark here, all turf infield. You can probably hear the wind just a little bit in our field mic out there. Everybody's bundled up in the stands. Framed up by Nichols, but doesn't get the call, and it's full count now.
That was a good take by Baker. That was close.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch as the runner goes. Shot to short. Messer up with it. Throws over to first. Got the force. They're going to third, and they're going to double play, pick him off, and end the inning. You know better than I, but that ball went around the horn here, and it's a twin killing as Baker
6-3-5
gets into a 6-3-5 DP. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, but erased with that double play. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Riverdale coming up to bat on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're here at Rick's Barbecue catching up with Anne-Marie Brents, who tells us not only do they have barbecue, smoked chicken, loaded baked potatoes, but the slaw dogs are out of this world.
I do love the slaw dogs. People are like, is that a big sausage? I'm like, no, it's a deep fried hot dog. And the slaw that we put on them is a spicy mustard slaw. It's actually really good. I like to dip it in white sauce.
Rick's Barbecue has awesome deals to feed the entire family.
We have family packs, and it can feed 4 to 6 people. We have a picnic pack, which is the family pack doubled.
Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And this half inning brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700. Jack Santee, the left-hander on the mound, and his defense looks like this. Tristan Thornton will be behind the plate. Josh Duggan at first. Trey Baker at second. Gabriel Hamrick will be at short. Dylan Rogers at third. In the outfield, Lane Akers in left, Drew Hostetler in center, and Ryan Russell is the right fielder. And you remember Jack Santee from the first game that Riverdale had that Siegel played, I think, was Oakland, wasn't it?
Yes, got to see him that night. I think you were watching some JV softball that evening.
I was Mia Caton.
Yeah. Is their season wrapped up yet?
Well,
close?
They've had some rainouts. I think they've got a game Wednesday, and I don't know whether they're going to make those games up or not, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the rain has caused some problems. Delayed this series by a day. This was supposed to be, we had planned on broadcasting tonight. It was supposed to be at Siegel and be the third game of the series, but everything got pushed. Caleb Jordan, the batter, left-handed batter, takes one inside and high. Gunnar Waldrop and Liam Goodhart, the first three to face Jack Santee. He pitched a great game against Oakland. In on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Santee kicks and fires. Misses low. Tried to place it about that same spot.
It looked good from here.
Did, didn't it? And this one low for a ball, and it's 3-1. Caleb Jordan probably going to take one here, and it's a strike on the outside corner.
Caleb hitting .324. No home runs on the year.
Very cloudy day. Here's the full count, fouled back. The lights have been on since we got here. A cold and blustery day. Another full count pitch on the way. High pop up, left side. And coming in is Akers, trying to make a diving catch and can't. So in at second is Caleb Jordan.
Leadoff double there. Wind played havoc with that ball for sure. Get it up in the air, it's going to be an adventure for sure.
Well, that one was not hit particularly deep, John, but it did kind of get caught up in the air and stayed in the air for a while and flipped around on Akers and couldn't come up with it out there. So now Gunnar Waldrop, right-handed batter, to face Santee.
Waldrop, a .333 hitter, 2 home runs.
High curveball outside. Santee checking out Jordan down there. Gets the sign from Thornton. And the pitch. Got that outside corner. 1-1. First hit of the game. Caleb Jordan led off with that double. Bottom of the first. The pitch went the other way with this one, but drifting back is Russell and gets it in quickly and going to hold Jordan at second. So a fly ball to right field retires Waldrop. And Liam Goodhart, the first baseman, stands in with one out now in the inning.
Batting third, number 10, first baseman Liam Goodhart.
Stands in. Ready for the first pitch from Jack Santee, and here it is. High and outside. Dick Palmer went to Tennessee Tech yesterday. That was a game that was supposed to be Tuesday, and with the expected storms and things, that game got pushed. And then as soon as they got there, there was a lightning delay. Went right side and lined it right to Duggan at first for out number 2. But at Tennessee Tech, as large as that university is, there is no room in the press box for visiting radio.
Oh, wow.
So they set him up outside.
I bet he loved that.
Yep.
It was a weird day yesterday. We
It
had
was.
rain. I think somebody said it might have snowed. I'm not really sure.
I had
hail,
thunder at my house. And again, that lightning delay there, but it was cold and windy, very windy yesterday. First pitch into Jax Nichols, way inside, 1-0.
Jackson on the year hitting 283 with 2 home runs, 23 RBIs. So he's having a good start to the year.
Got Jax in the 4-hole and Jackson Pridgeon, the pitcher, on deck. 1-2. Santee hasn't been able to get that pitch down. It's outside. Down there at second is Caleb Jordan. He's been there for a while. Takes a modest lead. Leaning toward third, and a strike in to Nichols. 2 balls and a strike. There are 2 out in the inning. So if Riverdale's going to get anything, it's going to be up to Jax Nichols. J-A-X, and Jackson is J-A-X-O-N. The pitch, high popper, and Santee's going to come down with it, throws to first, and Duggan's got it over there. And that will go 1-3 on the put out and end the inning. No runs. There was 1 hit. No errors, walks, or hit batsmen. 1 left. We move to the second inning. Still no score between Riverdale and Siegel on State Farm Prep Sports.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me show you. With discounts up to 40%, you may find it even costs less.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose. You do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
WGNSSports.com for the latest prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcasts, and more. That's WGNSSports.com.
Brian Barrett and John Dinkins here with you tonight. Riverdale hosting the Siegel Stars. It's Riverdale's first district series. They won last night over Siegel. They had a bye in the first week. 2 weeks ago, Siegel and Oakland played. We did the middle game of that one. Siegel winning all 3 of those games, so they come into this game at 3-1 in district play. Riverdale 18-5 overall. Both of these teams single-digit losses, 15-7 for Siegel.
Leading off for the Stars.
And it's going to be Will Horn to lead off here.
Hitter, Will Horn.
For the Siegel Stars, he's the DH. Jack Santee and Ryan Russell, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, to face Jackson Pridgeon, who has faced the minimum despite giving up a walk in the first. A 6-3-5 double play ended the inning. Horn in, and now the pitch on the way. Will be fouled at the plate. You can see people with blankets and huddled up. The 0-1 pitch. This one hits the outside corner. And 2 strikes in a row here from Pridgeon. And here's the pitch. High pop-up right side. Going back over there is Leverett. And it is going to be a fair ball and fall in. Or did they call him out? Yep. I was trying to see around this corner here. And so that is fly ball to right field, retiring
Now
Horn.
number 19, the pitcher, Jack Santee.
See what Jack Santee can do. So far, so good for Jackson Pridgeon. On the mound, this one gets away. Outside for a ball, 1-0 to Santee. Stretch and the pitch. Comebacker right over the mound. It's going to be deep in the hole and can't get to it. Went past 3 gloves, but John, that was just well placed, I guess, if you put it that way.
Seeing eye dog is what they call that.
Well, that's what it would have taken to get that one. So the first hit of the game for the Siegel Stars. And we're going to have a runner out there for Santee.
Running at first base, number 2,
So
Kevin Inslee.
Kevin Inslee going to be running out there.
Now batting number 16, right fielder,
So
Ryan
Inslee
Russell.
at first. Ryan Russell, the batter, with 1 on and 1 out for the Siegel Stars here in the second inning. And a delay strike call there. The umpire started to go up with the left hand and then switched hands on me. 0-1. Just misses outside. Drew a groan or two, maybe. 1 ball, 1 strike. Russell, the right fielder for the Stars. Look back over at first, and now the pitch on the way. Runner going. Throw down to second is going to be in time. Great throw from Nichols down to Messer. So Inslee is going to be caught stealing. Well, John Jackson Pridgeon has been aided by a double play and now a caught stealing.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Ryan Russell with a 1-2 count to him, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and that's going to end the inning. Second strikeout for Jackson Pridgeon, and he's faced the minimum. No runs. There was 1 hit in the inning, but caught stealing. Nobody left. We move to the bottom of the second. Still no score between Siegel and Riverdale on State Farm Prep Sports. Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org. Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
And I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And he is also sponsoring this half inning. He's located at 3245 Franklin Road, just down from Franklin Road Christian School. As State Farm Agent Bud Morris, 615-893-1417.
I hope Murph dressed warmly. He's out in the chairbacks down there.
Got at least a light jacket on.
He's tough. No score here, bottom of the second inning. And it's going to be Jackson Pridgeon to lead off here. 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Riverdale here in the bottom of the second. Pridgeon, Leverett, and Bryce Messer. Last name sounds familiar.
Leading off for the Warriors.
Dad is the head coach.
The pitcher, Jackson Pridgeon.
We've been doing this so long, we remember when he was in a stroller.
That's the truth, really. I remember him a little boy hanging around the ball field.
Sante's first pitch is upstairs to Pridgeon. This pitch fouled back into the screen. Just trying to see if I could see any scores on the old Twitter machine. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Pridgeon. Breaking pitch. Fouled back by Pridgeon. And it's a 1-2 count now. Sante with the pitch. Just poke this one out right side to get a piece of it. One and two. Big district series for these two teams. Pitch popped up right side. And Duggan, does he have room to get to it? He does not. He went clearly off the field of play. I don't know where he went. Sonic, I guess. He wound up down there in the bullpen is what happened there. So another 1-2 pitch to Pridgeon from Sante, and here it is. Popped up, back this way. John, yesterday was win number 400 for Barry Messer here at Riverdale.
Yeah, congratulations. That's quite an achievement.
1-2. And it's going to be fouled at the plate, and they're going to have to throw him out at first, and Pridgeon is retired. So Braden Leverett, your batter here for the Warriors.
Now batting
no score
3,
in this one.
Right fielder, Braden Leverett.
Got all kinds of spring sports going on this time of the year. I know we focus on baseball and some softball and
a lot of soccer.
A lot of soccer. Yeah. Track and field, tennis. Leverett watches this one outside. And the 1-0.
Fouled down the left side and out of play. PCA and Rockvale playing in soccer. I'm not saying any scores, but Santee shaking off the sign from Thornton. Now the 1-1 on the way. Outside and low. Oakland beat Siegel 1-0 in soccer. This one lined right over Hamrick's head there at short. Going to be a solid single there for Braden Leverett in the second hit of the game for the Warriors. Caleb Jordan led off the game with a double.
Now batting number 1, second baseman.
Got out of the inning, did Santee, but now one out hit for Leverett brings Bryce Messer to the plate. He stands in, and Santee looks for the sign, checks the runner, and now the pitch nips that outside corner for strike one. Nothing in one. Leverett down there at first, and they throw over, and it's out. Got him caught off the bag, leaning towards second, and that's caught stealing for Braden Leverett.
Boy, this has been a weird game. I mean,
It has, hasn't it?
Dangerous on the base paths, can't stay on them.
So that puts two away. Takes an RBI opportunity away from Messer. He's just trying to get on now with an 0-1 count. Went inside on him. It's a ball. Steps back in. And the pitch. Sailed one in on that outer half. That was kind of a change-up pitch, only 64 miles an hour on that one. 1-2. Went with the fastball outside and fouled away. Messer up hacking. Of course, we mentioned he's been at the ballpark even in a stroller, so you kind of expect a bat to be in his hand. This pitch low and outside. Two balls, two strikes, two out here in the inning. In the second, Deuce is wild, and this one sails low, so it's a full count now to Bryce Messer. And the pitch. High chopper. Santee has to come all the way off the mound and makes a great throw over to Duggan at first. That was a great play by Jack Santee. So, I mean, that one went just feet in front of home plate, and Thornton couldn't find it, but Santee did and makes a great throw to end the inning. No runs. There was a hit, but caught stealing leaves no one left on. We move to the third inning now. Still no score. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports coverage of Riverdale Siegel baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
This half inning brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our game and Coaches Show podcast. Find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard.
It's going to be Thornton leading off here for Siegel. Helps if I move my score sheet down. Tristan Thornton fouls this one right side. He's the catcher, the 7-hole hitter here for the Stars. Dylan Rogers, Gabriel Hamrick. Bottom of the order here for the Stars as Pridgeon has faced the minimum despite a walk and a single. Good defense behind him. This pitch gets away for a ball, 1-1. A 1-out walk in the first. Then a double play ended the inning. And a 1-out single in the second with a caught stealing. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, high chop. Pridgeon can't get to it. It's going to be picked up by Messer and throws over to first, but not going to be there in time. That was Green, not Messer. So Thornton reaches.
Great effort. I don't know if he got distracted by Pridgeon coming off the mound there, but the throw was there and then a little low.
Running at first base, number 20.
Goodhart couldn't come up with it.
Jalen Willis. I think
going to give him a hit there.
Now batting, number 7, third baseman.
Make sure I got the first name right here. Jaden Willis. Jaden Willis running at first with your batter Rogers taking a ball.
Could possibly see a bunt here.
Siegel tried to get a stolen base and get a runner in scoring position back in the second. I think both of these teams believe that it's going to be hard to come by runs, and he does show bunt. Pridgeon off the mound, makes the throw over to first, but does sacrifice Tristan Thornton down to second. So the sack bunt puts 1 away on the board, and Gabriel Hamrick.
Willis was off at the crack of the bat there, and they didn't have a play there, so that was a good bunt, good strategy.
21, shortstop, Gabriel Hamrick.
You can always bet that these two coaches are very thorough in their instruction. Do all the little things right. That's why between both of them, there have been many state tournament trips. First pitch low to Hamrick. Of course, Siegel winning it all in 2016. 1 ball, no strike count to Hamrick. The pitch. Chop to Green in the hole. Throws to first and had to tag and does. It's going to hold Thornton down there at second.
Nowhere Willis could go there. I mean, it was right to the shortstop, and if he'd have tried to go, that would have been an easy double play, or at least a force there at
Now
third.
batting, number 10, Drew Hostetler.
Well, they go back to the top of the order here, and Hostetler got a runner down there at second, but there are 2 out. He struck out back in the first. We're in the third inning, top of the third. Came inside on him that time. 1-0.
2 out, he'll be going too off the crack of the bat, which will help if they want to try to score here in this inning.
The pitch on the way. Fouled this one back. Right side. And the count is 1-1. Have you gotten your solar eclipse glasses?
No, I have not.
Well,
I'm probably going to pick them up this weekend. I think actually my son-in-law's ordered them.
Oh, how nice. Time called here by Hostetler. Pridgeon spent a bit looking down there at Jaden Willis running for Thornton. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Chop to second. Messer up with it and makes an easy throw over to first. And that's going to end the Siegel third with the ground out to second base. No runs here in this inning for the Stars. There was a hit, and there was one left on. First base runner left on for the Siegel Stars. We move along here to the bottom of the third. Still no score between Riverdale and Siegel here on State Farm Prep Sports.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to our community. Hi, I'm John Allen, Vice President and Commercial Banker at our 3427 Memorial Boulevard location in Murfreesboro. Let me help you expand, purchase, or build. With local people and decisions, we offer the best in true community banking. Come visit us today or check us out at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And this portion of our game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. He's located in Smyrna at 199 Indian Springs Road West. Give him a call at 615-459-2683.
Bryson Green, first up here for Riverdale, takes a strike on the outer half. It's Green, Paul Pittman, and then the top of the order, Caleb Jordan. Shot to short. Hamrick up with it. Makes the throw to first, and there's one away. They make this look so routine, don't they? Two well-coached teams here.
Pitching has a lot to do with it, too.
Yep.
Now
John, if you're playing baseball in this district, you better have a deep pitching staff. Pitch sails low to Pittman. Pittman's a pretty tall drink of water there. 1-0. Chop pretty deep in the hole. Third baseman Rogers up with it. And the long throw over to Duggan at first. 2 away. That's a ground down to third. So Santee keeping it on the ground here for his defense. Caleb Jordan has one of the 2 hits for the Warriors. He led off the game with a double. See what he can do here. Ooh, that was right at the hands and very close to hitting him. 1-0. Couldn't get that one in either. It's 2-0. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outer half. The Braves have had a weird season too, John, with the snow out and
2 days off.
Yeah. It's weird.
That can't be good.
2-1 sails in for a strike. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. They're going to make that game up on June 27th.
It's kind of hard to get your bats going when it's cold like that. And maybe they'll get a little bit better weather in Atlanta. I think the weekend's supposed to be warmer.
Yeah. Anything will be better than what the Chicago weather was. Good grief. We think this is bad. 2-2. Ooh, in the hands again. He didn't go. So it's a ball
To be
inside.
honest with you, the first game of that White Sox series should have been canceled. Shouldn't have played that game.
Because it was so cold.
And wet. I mean, it wasn't raining, but missed it.
3-2. Just got a piece of it.
And our field might.
Yep. It's down on the ground. We'll see if the ground does good for it. I don't know. Both of them fell. Took something off of this one. Popped it up right side. Who's going to get it? And it's going to be Trey Baker. And that is going to end the third here. A 3-up, 3-down inning. And we move along now to the fourth. Still no score. A lot of goose eggs up there on the scoreboard. No score between Riverdale and Siegel on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Stay with us. We'll be back for the fourth inning after this.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, Dr. Automotive, and Good Day for State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. Couldn't do it without any of those guys.
Absolutely. Fourth inning here, Lane Akers to lead it off for the Stars. 0-2-0 for both teams. And a strike on the outer half. Jackson Pridgeon has faced just one over the minimum. The 0-1 pitch sails outside at 74 miles an hour. Beautiful ballpark here. Wendell Jones Stadium. Outside, 2-1.
Pridgeon has walked one. He struck out two in his outing so far.
This pitch going to be lined right side. And a long run for Leverett, and he gives up on it as it is way out there in foul territory.
Oh, the flag is not out in center field anymore. Is that right?
I think it's right behind us here now. Pitch misses low. I thought they headed out right field at one time. I may be as many ballparks as we go to. No way to judge the wind. Seems to have died down a little bit. Payoff pitch. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it right side.
Oh, let me look at the umpire's pants. Yeah, I think it has died down a little bit.
Well, that's how I was able to tell earlier. And another payoff on the way. Low, and it's his second walk. Really like the uniforms for both of these teams. Dark gray with teal and navy jerseys for the Stars. And the Warriors in their black uniforms with their Cardinal and Vegas gold. The hats are sweet. Camo hats with the arrowhead as an American flag. First pitch to Baker is a ball, 1-0. John, now that our little field mics are down there, maybe the umpire can pick it up. We could hear him really good then.
I don't think he's going to do that, Brian.
Probably not. 1-0. Chopper past the mound, deep for Wilson. They throw it to first. Are they going to get him picked off here now as Akers is hung up between second and third, and it's a rundown? And he's going to try to run back to the bag and slide in. He is out. I don't even venture to guess how that went. David Limbaugh's calling it 5-3.
Well, the third baseman threw out to first, and then they got
Now
the
batting number
runner and a
24,
rundown. So now 2 out, nobody on. So that kind of wipes that inning out.
Well, it's been some good defense behind these pitchers today. Second double play for the Warrior defense. This pitch, first one, Will Horn pops it up right side, and Goodhart camps under it, makes the grab there at first, and it is a 1-2-3 inning despite that walk erased on the caught stealing in the double play. Moving to the bottom of the fourth inning, your score 0-0, and it's Siegel and Riverdale here tonight on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com. Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're back on State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you in part by JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency, and Last Cast's Speed Supply. Brian Barrett and John Dinkins here at the reservation tonight. Go to the bottom of the fourth, still no score. Riverdale defense has turned a double play in the first and in the fourth innings. It's been a caught stealing.
Leading off for the
Nobody
Warriors,
for the Stars. Well, Thornton did. Or Willis running for Thornton got down on the sacrifice. So only one in scoring position for Siegel. And your batter is Gunnar Waldrop. Takes a strike on the inner half of the plate. He is a right-handed batter. Kind of jammed him up inside. This one is going to be a foul ball. Boy, just foul. Coach Kendrick down there at third can't believe it. He thought that was going to hug the line, but it did not. Long, noisy strike there for Gunnar Waldrop. Flew out to right back in the first inning. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Riverdale here in the bottom of the fourth. Santee on the mound, beginning his fourth inning. Breaking pitch sails high, 1-2. Santee with the pitch. Sails low. 2-2. Now that pitch seems like if it's on the inside, it gets in. And now Santee's asking, where do we need to place that pitch here? He got the call on the inner half, but not on the outer half. This one lined right up the middle and through, past short. Hamrick watched it go by, couldn't get to it, and it's a leadoff single for Waldrop, and the Warriors trying to get something going here in the fourth.
It's weird. Nothing's really been hit hard tonight. It's been one up the middle, that one to the left side through the hole at short and third. Just nothing really, with any authority. Too much.
Liam Goodhart showing bunt. Does bunt it. Santee is going to go to second and gets Waldrop down there on the force.
1-6 on that put out, and that was a really nice play. Bunted it maybe a little too hard, and Santee didn't hesitate, just twirled and threw it, and threw a strike down there at second.
Well, he didn't have time to hesitate, so it's almost like he knew exactly, or he knew exactly what to do.
Fielder's choice.
Threw a bullet down there to Baker at second. Now going to run Goodhart back over at first.
Been interesting on the base paths tonight. Just really.
Well, that erases the third hit by the Warriors. Pitch right back over the mound. You're going to have to make the force or not choose not to do the force and throw over to Duggan at first. So that's going to allow Goodhart down to second. And Hamrick thought about it.
Well, he was coming in, charging in, and he would have had to have flipped it. It's been a pretty rough throw to try to get it to Baker at second. So he went ahead and threw it to first. To at least get one out anyway.
Yeah. So this is just the second time that the Warriors have had a runner in scoring position. No score here, bottom of the first. And the batter, Pridgeon, takes this one for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. It's pitcher v. pitcher here in this matchup. Went outside. Now it's off the glove of Thornton and gets away. So that's going to allow Goodhart to get to third.
Pass ball.
Well, John, with that, Thornton goes out to talk with Santee about exactly how they want to play it if there is anything in the infield. And it makes Pridgeon's at bat here interesting. So they get on the same page. You would have to think they could try to go home if they can. And this one fouled back. 2-1. Runner at third now in Liam Goodhart. 2-1 count. The pitch on the way. Went the other way with it and booted there by Duggan at first.
He was expecting a hop that didn't happen.
Yep. He's going to score a run.
E3.
So he does not get the RBI, but the Warriors on the scoreboard first here. 1-0.
Running at first base.
And the runner is Sam Gibson. So Sam Gibson running for Pridgeon.
Now batting number 3, Braden Leverett.
So an E3, Pridgeon at first. Get the scorecard all nice and bedazzled here. Throw over to first and Gibson back. One hit in the inning. Pitch in for a strike on the outside corner to Braden Leverett.
Well, it's part of the game, but I tell you, it's a tough way for Santee to give up a run.
0-1 to Leverett here. Throw over to first, and the runner was going. They're not going to make the throw in time. If it had been a good throw, they might have had Gibson, but he's going to slide in there. That was going to be a close play.
Well, one thing, he didn't stop. He just kept going. I mean, as fast as he could getting down there.
No hesitation.
No.
He committed, didn't he?
He didn't try to run him back. He just went headed right toward second.
Catch me if you can. Pitch. Right through the left side. And are they going to send him? Yes, there's going to be a play at the plate, and it is going to be out. Pridgeon out at home. Going to have to give Leverett a hit there, but the inning draws to a close.
7-2 on the put.
I know it's cold.
So let me give you your inning recap here. The Riverdale Warriors get 1 run. There was 1 hit. Make that 2 hits. There was an error in the inning, and there was 1 left. All right, we move to the 5th. Riverdale has taken a 1-0 lead over the Siegel Stars. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutoRepair.com. 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
The auction is a means of drawing people together for a quick, easy sale.
I've always been a big fan of auctions. You know, you get instant sale, no contingencies and everything. I've known the guys over there my entire life.
Visit our website at parksauction.com to learn more.
Hi there, driving home now.
Call Parks Auction at 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
30, 30, sold it to you.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, it's time to let John Dinkins take over here. Riverdale leading 1-0, John.
And the first pitch is a strike call to Jack Santee. So expect rain since I'm taking over. Expect a rain and maybe rain delay or whatever. I've not had any luck finishing games today this year. 0-1 pitch, swung on line hard down the third base line. And he's out in front of Santee, 0-2. Pridgeon staked with a 1-0 lead now. He's given up, 2 hits, but no runs. And had some real help from his defense tonight. Pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Santee, Russell, and Thornton, the first 3 here in the 5th.
John, I think this would be the first when I've led off and you've finished the game. The other 2 times have been some kind of stormage.
Yeah, 1 inning. I think I've done 1 inning, and then it rains. The pitch swung on. There's a shot to short. Green has it. Takes a couple of steps in and throws to first for out number 1. So Santee retired on a grounder to short, and 1 out here in the 5th.
I think you're going to be in good shape tonight.
Well, unless they call a freeze. We're not going to play anymore. It's a freeze.
Now batting number 16.
Ryan Russell, the batter, struck out back in the 2nd. I'm not complaining. I mean, you know, rest my voice. Don't have to do much.
Those 2 games have been frantic.
Swung on, fouled away by Russell. Pridgeon, big, tall right-hander.
Both of those games happened to be outside, too, so we had to hustle and get the stuff loaded up. And
well, the second one was scarier than the first one.
Yeah.
Do not take a poster off of an electric fence during an electric storm. I about left you with it. I just got in the car. I almost went in the car and just said, forget it. 1-1 the count. I'm loyal. Swung on, fouled away, and it's 1-2 now. Pridgeon's starting to get ahead of these hitters.
So you would sacrifice me if given the chance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
If it meant saving your life.
Oh, yeah. You're asking me that as if that's a question. Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, shot right back to the mound, and Pridgeon going to run to first to retire Russell. So that would be 1 unassisted there on that play. And 2 out in the inning, and this brings up Tristan Thornton, who has singled back in the 3rd. Only 2 hits for the Stars. 22. He has 1 of them.
Tristan.
Oh, you really find out who your friends are, you know?
Oh, I think you pretty much knew before, we had that discussion. Pridgeon trying to have a 1-2-3 inning. He really hasn't had one. He's had them where they've been erased on base running, but not a pure 1-2-3 inning.
It was a double play in the 1st and the 4th. And it was a caught stealing in the 2nd.
I take that back. He had one in the 4th. No, he walked. Yeah, he had a walk on that inning.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch. Low. 2 balls, no strikes.
This is a very interesting scorecard.
Yeah. It's been an interesting game. A lot of things have happened on the bases. The wind and the 2-0. There's a strike right on the inside corner, right at the knees. And it's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on here in the 5th. 1-0. Riverdale leading. In the Siegel 5th, the pitch. Swung on. Here's another high chopper. Green gets a nice Sunday hop, throws to first in plenty of time for out number 3. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Pridgeon And we're going now to the bottom of the fifth. It's still Riverdale 1 and Siegel nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Las Casas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning, they have a local producer-only farmers market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Every team knows which play can be a winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-890-0850. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-893-1417 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. They have helped provide local prep and MTSU athletes with expert orthopedic coverage for decades. TOA, live your best life. More information at TOA.com. Your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, 1-0. Riverdale here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 1 run on 4 hits for the Warriors. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Stars. That's your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Bryce Messer going to lead off the bottom of the fifth. That's the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Green and then Pittman. And Santee, who's pitched a gem but finds himself trailing here 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Messer grounded back to the mound his first time up. He's 0 for 1.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 1.
Came into this game batting .317. Left-handed hitter. Steps in there close to the plate, and we're ready to go. Santee's first pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Brian gave you the line score. Here's the pitch. Inside this time, 1 ball, 1 strike. This game is only an hour old, and we're in the fifth. The pitch. Swing and a shot right up the middle. Knocked down by Baker. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Messer retired. Grounder to second. Defense has been good for both teams. Here's Bryson Green. He grounded to short his first time. A lot of ground balls off of Jack Santee.
Now batting number 12, Bryson Green.
Right-handed hitter steps in there. Slightly closed stance. And the wind in the pitch. Low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 Riverdale. They're batting here in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch. Low again. 2-0. Riverdale won the first game last night 5-0. And there's the strike. One hitter by Scholler, Camden Scholler, last night in a 5-0 win. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper to short. And coming across with it is Hamrick, and Green is retired for out number 2. So 2 out. That brings up Paul Pittman, the designated hitter, grounded to third his first time up.
Up next for the Warriors, number 19, Paul Pittman.
Unearned run for Riverdale has them on top, 1-0. Santee kicks and fires. And that was a little low, 1 ball, no strikes. Santee, a left-hander. Now, interesting about him, he's not walked anybody, but he hasn't struck out anybody either. A lot of ground balls. Pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on here for Riverdale in the bottom of the fifth. Santee with the pitch. Swung on, had a good cut, popped it down to the right side, and going to be out of play. And the count goes 2 balls and a strike. You tune in next time for the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And after the game, don't forget to join us for the Prentice Awesome Hitting and Air postgame show. 2-1 the count to Pittman. Left-hander kicks and fires. Strike called on the inner half of the plate. And the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little disagreement on that call, but 2-2. Santee steps off for a minute. Now he gets back on the rubber. The wind, here's the 2-2. Breaking pitch, sails high. And it's a full count. 3-2 to the number 9 hitter, Pittman. Jordan would be next if he could reach. 3-2. And he walked it. First walk of the game. Guess I jinxed him. For Santee. And a 2-out walk, and that brings up the top of the order Caleb Jordan, who doubled to lead off the game, and he's popped up to second. He's 1 for 2. And there'll be a runner.
Running at first base, number 15, Sam Gibson.
Gibson running for him at first base. And we've had a couple of caught stealings. We've had some pickoffs. It's been an adventure for base runners tonight in this game.
Now batting number 2, Caleb Jordan.
Here's Jordan, the left-handed hitter, getting ready. And we've already told you he's hitting a very nice 324 on the year coming into this game. Riverdale trying to get more. They lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Jordan stands in there. Lead by Gibson. Santee looks him over. The pitch to the plate. Strike called right down the middle, 0-1. You got to go outside. Did it cool off a little?
Oh, boy. Yes, it did.
Or it got warmer. I was hoping it might wind die down.
Well, the wind has died down, but the temperature has dropped pretty substantially.
Santee looks in from the sign from Thornton. Now he's ready from the stretch. And throw over, and it's going to be not in time. Well, he's got a great move to the first base bag.
They've done lots of improvements. We mentioned the improvements here, but new paint, bathrooms look spectacular, and they have a fire pit out there, John.
Oh, that's nice. People can stand out there.
Stand around the fire pit.
Is that what took you so long to get back? Is that?
No, I went to the concession stand, but that's where I saw the fire pit.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a neat idea.
Mm-hmm.
And the runner's going. The throw down by Thornton is going to be late. And Gibson read him right that time and stole a base. Messer started off the inning with a grounder to second. Green bounced to short. Looked like a really easy inning for Santee. Then Pittman walked. Gibson ran for him. He's down there at second. And a big insurance run for Riverdale out there. And a 2-1 count to Caleb Jordan. The pitch. There's a strike call, and it's 2-2. Santee would be described as a crafty lefty. He's not going to overpower you, but he's going to make you put the ball in play and on the ground usually. 2-2 pitch. He checks the runner. Now the pitch to the plate. Swung on, lined right back to Santee. He knocks it down. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first. It's going to be in time. Got him. Wow. That was bang, bang. That goes 1-3 on the putout. No runs for Riverdale. They had a walk and they strand 1, and we have played 5. It's still Riverdale 1, Siegel nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan Franz Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard, or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, this half inning is brought to you in part by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They are on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. And Celeste said listening to, and you can listen many places, but you can also watch tonight's game on YouTube, Facebook, and X.
Dylan Rogers is going to lead it off.
Dylan
The third baseman who sacrificed his first time up. Siegel with 2 more shots as we are here in the top half of the 6th. Pridgeon with the wind, and here's the pitch. Swung on, fly ball right field, and boy, that ball took off and he dropped it. Goes past him a little bit. We'll see how they score that one. That was a wind-driven, either a wind-driven double or an error. I think he overran it a little bit, Brian, and down at second is the tying run. That's Dylan Rogers.
It's going to be a hit.
Yep. Well, it's been kind of crazy out there tonight. So a lead-off double, third hit off of Pridgeon, and it's going to bring up Gabriel Hamrick, grounded to short his first time up.
Well, they put an E9 on the board as well, but they did put the hit, so I guess that's on the throw, or I'm not sure.
Well,
Let me check.
Well, I don't know. Here's the pitch to the plate, bunted. Pridgeon going to third with it. And he is safe. Throw was a little high. I give Pridgeon credit because he gutsy. He went down there to try to get him. Throw was a little high. Had to tag him there. And it is fielder's choice and both players reaching. Hamrick goes to first. So some major problems here for Pridgeon here.
Now batting
Jackson Pridgeon, the right-hander. And here's the top of the order, Hostetler, who struck out and grounded to second. Here's the stretch of the pitch. Outside a ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
So it's a Rogers single, John, and
single and took second. Okay.
Well, and when the error went to pick up the ball, could have held him to a single, but it wound up being a 2-base situation. So a single and an error. And that's big because puts the tying run down there at third, John.
And nobody out is a bigger question. Hostetler with the pitch to him, swung off, out away. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-0 Riverdale clinging to it right now. Siegel threatening.
This is probably John Siegel's. It's obviously their best opportunity tonight, but they've got the top of the order up here now with nobody out.
Hostetler with that open stance, the pitch. Try to get him to nibble that outside corner, and it's even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. If Pridgeon had to do that over again, he probably would have gone to first, but he had the ball there. It was just the throw was high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners get their leads from first and third. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Boy, that is a huge strikeout. Caught looking is Drew Hostetler. That's the second time he struck out tonight. And I have that strikeout number 3.
Now batting number 1.
For Pridgeon. That was a big one. Now Lane Akers, the batter. He's walked twice. Got caught stealing back in the 4th. He's a big hitter up here in this lineup. The pitch. Did he go? And he did. It's 0-1. Pridgeon with a strikeout. Runners did not advance. They're still at first and third. Now there's 1 out. Akers, a right-handed hitter, and a good one. The number 2 hitter in the Siegel lineup. Pridgeon checks the runners. Now the pitch. Tried to go the same spot. This time he missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Well, there's moments in the game, Brian, that you know that this is one of them where a pitcher gets in trouble and he can either work his way out of it or it could open up a floodgate. You never know. 1-1 pitch.
I'm sure Jackson is hoping for the previous.
Swing and a high chopper. It's going to score the run maybe. They're going to try for 2. They got him. Inning over. It's a double play. The second baseman took it on his own. That was Messer.
All right, everybody.
He hurdled
Let's sing
and threw to first.
Here.
So it's a 4-3 double play.
That's the third double play in this game for Riverdale.
And boy, Jackson Pridgeon is glad of that.
You can do a little bit louder.
No runs for the Stars. They did get 1 hit and also a fielder's choice. They strand 1 as a result of the double play. And we go now to the 6th inning. Make that the 7th inning. Yes.
I know you got
it's
more
1-0. Siegel. I'm sorry. We're going to the bottom of the 6th.
It's
1-0. Riverdale leading.
Whether you're a student, alumni, or just a fan, Raider Tees has exactly what you need to help you cheer on the Blue Raiders on game days and every moment in between. We sell officially licensed Blue Raider gear, whether it's clothing, hats, flags, chairs, or just whatever. We have it all, including exclusive gear you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook for updates on new Blue Raider gear and special prices or discounts. For all your Blue Raider gear, shop Raider Tees today. Bigger, better, and go Blue!
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Game brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, along with Bowen's Body Shop. Don't forget, we have got the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show coming up for you after the game. And before every game, it's the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day.
Bottom of the 6th. Santee still on the mound for the Stars. Siegel with one more opportunity. Riverdale leads 1-0. Riverdale would love to put an insurance run on here in the inning.
Number 5.
Gunnar Waldrop's going to lead it off. He's flied to right and he's singled. He's 1 for 2. To be Waldrop, Goodhart, and Nichols, the first 3 here against Santee. Pitch is swung on at the first pitch, popped up to the right side, and he lost it. The first baseman lost it. Ball dropped. He looked up and ball moved on him. Baker tried to make the recovery. I think he just went over his head. And it's 0-1. So Waldrop gets a new lease on life here. Wynn has played some issues tonight. Pitch, strike called, 0-2.
We've got 2 birthday boys from this week. Barry Messer's birthday was yesterday, and Justin Entrikin's was this week sometime, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think a couple of days ago. There's a swing and a miss, and the first strikeout for Santee in this game. Well, you're going to have to point out where the other one is because I don't see it.
Pridgeon led off the second with a strike, I think.
10, Liam Goodhart.
Well, I still don't have it, so I didn't write it down or something. Anyway, first pitch is a strike called, 0-1.
That was the strikeout throwout situation. At least I think it was a strikeout.
Well, I'll take your word for it because I have no idea at this point.
It's been a weird night. 1
ball, 1 strike here, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch swung on, line deep into left center field. And coming up and making that catch out there in center field is Hostetler. I don't know how he did it, but he did. Boy, he gave his body out there, didn't he?
Man, he went tumbling like a tumbleweed. We have seen some great defense in this game tonight.
We have. Everywhere, in every situation. Running the bases, everything. 2 out. And here's Jax Nichols. If Riverdale's going to do anything this inning, he's grounded to mound and he's grounded to short. He's 0 for 2. 1-0 Riverdale. Siegel with one more chance here. And the wind and the pitch from the left-hander. Strike called, 0-1. Santee just seemed like he's in a groove. That was probably the best hit ball of this game by Goodhart.
Yeah, no doubt. Everything else has just been barely into the outfield.
And nothing to show for it. There's a ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Santee's going to go 6 innings if his team can't rebound or the pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate.
Even
1 and 2.
Caleb Jordan led off with the double, John, but I don't know that it got out of the infield dirt.
Yeah, you're right. So the count 1 and 2 now to Nichols. And the pitch. Swing, chopper to third. Coming up with it, and the throw across is in time. Rogers to Duggan, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down for Santee, Jack Santee's pitched a great game tonight. But he's trailing 1-0 as Siegel. We go to the top of the 7th. 1-0 Riverdale here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
Fast response if the power goes out.
An app that keeps me informed. Tips to lower my monthly bill.
Communication on things that matter to me.
Done, 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 done.
I want to know everything.
Everything? Well, young lady, let me show you the MyMTE app. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Ron Reeves. Also want to thank good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the Post Office. That's State Farm Agent Dana Womack at 900-0877. And, John, this is it for Siegel. Last chance.
Yeah, 1-0. They got their run back in the 4th inning. Unearned run. Santee. He went 6 innings, gave up 1 run, none earned, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Quite a performance, and if they can't come back in this game, it'll be a loss for Santee, a tough one. And for Siegel, it'll be Trey Baker, Will Horn, and Jack Santee, the 3, 4, 5 hitters. That's a pretty tough little combination to look at here in the 7th.
Leading off for the Stars, number 13. Trey Baker.
Jackson Pridgeon getting ready to face Baker, who's grounded into a 6-3-5 double play and grounded to third. He's 0 for 2. The pitch swung on, tries to go to the right side. This one's going to be out of play. I'll tell you, Leverett has run. He probably ran 3 miles out there in right field just on foul balls tonight. 0-1 the count.
One time he wound up in the bullpen.
0-1, 1-4-1 for Riverdale, 0-3-1 for Siegel. The wind in the pitch. That sails high. Count even at a ball and a strike. I know we're going to do a couple of games next week. We really don't know where yet, but we'll keep you posted. The pitch. Outside. 2-1. Don't want to walk him if you're Riverdale.
This has been a weird season, John, and trying to fit it in the rain. And next week doesn't look very good weather-wise.
No, it doesn't. 2-1 pitch, swung on, foul back. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, it's like every day, I think. There's a chance of rain.
Yeah, but what I saw.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled. Out of play again, and it's still 2-2. Well, one thing, if it's scattered, if you've got a field like Riverdale, you can manage it. But Pridgeon looks into the sign from Nichols, and he's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Baker hanging tough here. You know, I think I'm warmer than you because this lamp is giving me some.
Well,
some
you
warmth.
got the heat over there
It's like
beside
a heat
you, too.
lamp.
Yeah.
It's 2-2. Baker's still in there. Here's the pitch. Took it high. Boy, he wanted to go, but didn't. Held off in time. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I cannot tell you in a 1-0 game how important the leadoff hitter is in this inning. 3-2 pitch. Ball gets away, and it's a leadoff walk. Well, Pridgeon has faced this situation before, but he's managed to get out of it. So here we go. Will Horn, the batter. He's flied out, and he's popped up. He's 0 for 2, and Coach Messer on his way out. And they're going to have a little meeting. This gives us a chance to talk about our friends over at Ideas Tees. It's the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. Visit their showroom at 910 Risley Road. Just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. You can find out more about Ideas Tees online at ideastees.com.
Now batting number 24, Will.
And here's Will Horn. Runner at first, nobody out. That's Baker. Good speed. The pitch. Swung on, popped up to the right side. Leverett running for his 400th mile. To no avail. 0-1 the count.
He wound up in the bullpen again.
1-0 Riverdale. Top of the 7th. Siegel. Pridgeon looks in the sign. Excuse me, Brian.
Riverdale's backup PA announcer is here.
The pitch, bunted. Good call. And they're going to let it go foul, and they do, and that's smart play. And I'll tell you what, Davis Wilson came so close to picking that ball up and did the right thing, let it roll a little bit more. That's a bang decision to make right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that goes against your instincts, really.
So now, Horn in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if they keep the bunt on.
And it barely rolled foul.
Yes. Well, you notice he picked it up as soon as it did go foul. He didn't want it to bounce back over. The stretch by Pridgeon, the 0-2 pitch. Just outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Riverdale 1, Siegel 0. Top of the 7th. Siegel's last chance. The sign from Nichols. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Big strikeout there. I have that as 4. And that brings up Santee, who is singled and grounded ashore.
Now batting number 19, Jack Santee.
Now, if you're one of these people that want to predict wonderful things to happen for the Siegel Stars, Santee to be a hero here. The pitch. Strike called on the outside corner to the left-handed hitter, 0-1. Riverdale clinging to a 1-0 lead here in the 7th. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Another good pitch, and it's 0-2. Crowd didn't like that one. No balls, 2 strikes. Pridgeon not wasting any time. They set up to the outside corner here. Let's see. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, got a piece of it, fouled it back.
Just to show how close this game has been, John, when Riverdale scored in the 4th, it was a fielder's choice, reaching, and after a ground out, a pass ball, and an error scoring the run.
Yeah. Pretty simple, if you ask me. I don't know what the problem is, Brian.
Well, I was just looking to see, did somebody drive in a run, kind of looking ahead to our players of the game, and there's no RBI in this game.
I know who the players of the game are.
Uh-huh.
I think I've already predicted that. The pitch swung on, chopper up the middle, stepping on the bag is Messer, turns and fires to first. Oh, and it was going to be 2, but Goodhart couldn't hang on, but they did get the lead runner there. Boy, wouldn't that have been something? That would have been an appropriate way to end that game. Goes 4, 4 unassisted for the out. And down at first now. And that's going to bring up Russell. Santee retired. But he's down there at first, so they get a runner.
Running at first base, number 2, Kevin.
John, that was
Inslee running for him. So a 4 fielder's choice for Santee, and he'll be at Inslee will be running for him at first. And now Barry Messer coming back out.
That would have been the 4th double play.
Yeah.
Had they turned that
And
one.
I don't think I've ever seen that since we've been doing high school games.
No. This is a little talk here on the mound and reminds me to let you know about Ideas Tees, the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. And you can get officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. Their showroom is at 910 Ridgely Road, just off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's. IdeasTees.com.
So Inslee has a couple of responsibilities. Number 1, don't get picked off. And Brian
Now
Russell,
batting number 16,
with
Brian
2 out,
Russell.
he struck out and he's grounded back to the pitcher. 2 out here in the 7th. The pitch swung on, popped him up right side. Is it going to stay in play? It is not, and it's out of play. 0-1.
Well, that's been the favored spot for foul balls.
It really has. Which tells you one thing: they haven't been able to pull Pridgeon much tonight. And Russell stepping back in there. 0-1 to count. 2 out, 1 on. 1-0 Riverdale. This is Pridgeon's game to win or lose here. He's got the 1-0 lead. The stretch. And now the pitch. Strike called right at the knees, and it's 0-2. Last strike for Russell and the last hope for Siegel. Riverdale trying to win this series tonight. And Siegel so far has not scored a run in this series. The stretch by Pridgeon, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's your ball game as Pridgeon has 2 strikeouts in this inning. No runs. There was a walk and 1 man left. Riverdale has taken at least 2 of these games out of this 3-game series. The final score here again tonight, Riverdale 1, Siegel 0. Stay tuned now for the Prentice Sauce of Heating and Air post-game show.
This Fanceroni pepperoni is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, so am I. Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperoni. Little Caesars changed the Hot and Ready Classic and added 33% more pepperoni, which makes it 133% better pizza than before. It's really good. Order a new classic online and use our convenient pizza portal pickup.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Church, and Old Fort.
Pizza.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back to Riverdale High School. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett with you, and it's time for the Prentice Sauce of Heating and Air post-game show. Prentice Sauce of Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. You can rely on the Ring Pro professionals at Prentice Sauce of Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call 615-890-1311 or check them out online at PrenticeSauce.com. Prentice Sauce of Heating and Air on West College Street. What a game, Brian. 1-0 the final, and it was a pitching duel, and I'm telling you, this is kind of what we expected tonight. We didn't know whether the cold conditions would change anything, but it did not. A great pitching performance from Jackson Pridgeon and Jack Santee for Siegel. Just a really brilliant game.
You know, we saw a little bit of everything in this game. I thought both teams played well defensively. You had good pitching out there. This was just 2 really good teams. And, John, the Siegel has only been able to muster 3 hits in 2 games, and all of those hits were singles. So, really good pitching for the Riverdale Warriors.
Well, as part of our post-game show, we have the Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. Brian, I turn it over to you. If you tell me somebody different than the 2 names I have in my head, I don't know. I'll be surprised.
Well, John, I don't think you can look anywhere but the pitchers tonight,
right,
in this game, and really impressive lines in this. First of all, for Jack Santee, a tough loss in 6 innings, gave up only 1 run, 4 hits, struck out 2, walked only 1 batter. In this game, there were only 4 walks altogether. For Jackson Pridgeon in his 7 innings, no runs, just 3 hits, struck out 5, and walked 3. Riverdale turned 3 double plays, almost 4 in this game. So can't really look past our pitching staff here tonight.
Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Brian, you talk about the pitching. 1 inning, just 1 inning where there was an error in the game. You mentioned it earlier. Just tell us how that inning transpired. I think that's the key to the game.
Well, sure. I mean, that was the only run that came across. And Gunnar Waldrop got a hit, leadoff hit in the 4th for the Warriors. Then Goodhart hit into a fielder's choice. So Waldrop was out at second. So looking pretty good. 1 out, runner at first. And then Jax Nichols grounded to short. But then there was an error. Jackson Pridgeon reaches, and then a hit by Leverett, which got Goodhart in for the only run. So there were 2 hits, but they were a leadoff hit and the last batter. But it was enough to get the run in. The run came in on the error.
While we're at it, well, we'll talk about that. But and a little bit of everything. 4 double plays. We had a couple of caught stealings, one thrown out at the plate, and you very rarely see any of that happen, all those many things in a game. That's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be very confusing. You're running out of time, folks. It's, April 4th? It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. And if you missed part of the game, you can check out WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can now order your favorite pizza online. Go to sirpizzatn.com for carryout or delivery. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. I want to thank Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, as always, for helping you live your best life. Whether you're in the game on the sidelines or cheering from the stands, the doctors and staff at TOA are here for you online at TOA.com. I just went by TOA in their other little annex thing, I call it, over on Veterans. Yeah, really great facility and some great people, helping my granddaughter a lot, and they helped me too. So I want to throw a shout out to them. We've got our stats. They're brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston Associates, in this 1-0 Riverdale win over Siegel. And Brian's going to take you home.
All right. Well, we gave you the pitching lines here tonight for the 2 pitchers who were our players of the game from Dr. Automotive. For Siegel, 1 for 3 for Jack Santee at the plate, 1 for 2 for Tristan Thornton, and Dylan Rogers was 1 for 2 as well. And let's see. 2 over the minimum faced by Pridgeon tonight. Pretty remarkable there. Let's see. For the Riverdale Warriors, Caleb Jordan led off the game with a double, and he was 1 for 3 today. 1 for 3 with a single for Gunnar Waldrop, and a run scored for Goodhart. We told you about how that happened in the 4th. And Braden Leverett had a good day at the plate. He was 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. And so that is a quick look at your stats. Brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, our friends at Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air.
And tell them about our schedule coming up, Brian, because we have no idea. But
no, we don't. But we're thinking, well, it depends on the rain. But we've got 3 days next week, and hopefully we can get 2 in, even if have to solo it because I know that you've got something going on. I just don't know what's going to happen with the rain. And the Raiders will be on Tuesday night. So look for us Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday next week.
Take an umbrella and you'll be fine.
I'm not setting up outside anywhere. I can tell you that.
Okay. All right.
I think we'll try to find some
Tell
inside
Limbaugh
games.
we may be back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it for us. A great game tonight. Riverdale holds on to win 1-0 over Siegel. They take 2 of the first 3 of this series, and game number 3 is tomorrow. So for Brian Barrett, Jackson Smith back at the station. We appreciate you, Jackson. This is John Dinkins. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSsports.com on